Dr. Licka is off the throttle. He's just putting around. All right. All right. Seconds. Nate Franklin very slow in his first lap. Maybe he was just saving the tires though. Obviously didn't have an off track because he has the time. All right, 12 seconds. All right. There comes Nate. Good evening and welcome everyone to Spa-Francorchamps. My name is Alex Albert and with me is Aaron Thacker. We're here to cover tonight's Huge Ass Cup event. It's round 4 in the Radical Cup. So starting on pole tonight is Guillermo Valenzuela. Next to him will be Jesper Dr. Licka. In third will be Takeo Guda. In fourth, Joe Annunziata. In the next row would be Jay Stone and Doug Lieri. Starting behind them in the fourth row would be Nate Franklin and Matthew Gallant. Then Michael Derby and Antoine Cousin. Jorge Ruben Perez and Christopher Flamian in row 6. Martin Mallett, Mike Swinson in row 7. Drivers not setting a time are Dennis Johansson, Wayne Burke, Brian Savelski, Corey Barrett, and Paul A. Nelson. I also noticed here in the run-up to the green lights, Corey Barrett had a connection drop. So we expect we'll go the full 2 minutes, about 10 seconds left until the lights come on.
Alex, it's great to be here with you tonight. I think we're going to see some exciting racing. Watching practice, Eau Rouge.
So we got a good look here at the front of the grid. Here the engine's coming up. And they're off. Guillermo gets a good start there. Coming through is Takeo. Oh, and we see the huge ass car starting to move up through the grid as well.
Very exciting start here,
We're
Alex.
3 wide back through the pack.
Alex's front pack is really going for it.
Lots of dicing here. Into the braking zone at the end of the Camel Straight. So far, looks like everyone's pretty clean.
Alex, some very clean driving at the start here. I'm
up
pretty
front,
impressed.
from his starting position on pole, Guillermo Valenzuela starting to pull out. A bit of a comfortably woo as we see Dr. Lecca getting a little bit Dr. Strangelove over on the AstroTurf. He relents nothing into Puhan and forces Jay Stone to take quarter behind him. For all the Corey Barrett fans out there, I do see he's been able to reconnect. Hopefully can rejoin the race here shortly as we see the 6 car, Nate Franklin, making a power move around the 11 of Joe Annunziata. Nate, always one that loves Spa. This is one of his best tracks. He's showing it tonight. So up at the front, Guillermo's kind of starting to walk away with it here. Build it out to 3/4 of a second. And we're single file all the way back. We got Nate holding strong here in P5. Dennis Johansson, though, back in 7th. He's already up 8 positions from the start and looking to waste no time on making that 9.
Alex, I'd really like to commentate on the cleanliness of that start. That was really great by everybody. This is a difficult track to keep
This
straight.
is the 1 car, the statistically best driver in this field. But he's not able to keep pace there through La Source. I think he lost a bit on Joe. Joe getting the toe from Nate as they go up through. Oh, there's a spin. That might have been Dr. Lecca. Nate having to get off the gas. Here comes Dennis. Nate probably going to lose 2 positions here. Ooh, it looks like Michael Derby and Christopher Flamian got a piece of that crash. We could go and take a look at that. Oh, well, Christopher Flamian just crashed from the zone. Not sure what happened to Mr. Derby. Oh well. Back out front, continuing to lead and opening it up to an even greater lead is Guillermo Valenzuela. All right. Moving back through the field, we have Takeo Gouda in 2nd, being no longer being pursued by Jesper. The new 3rd place driver is Jay Stone in the orange car, and I think that's going to change here very shortly when Dennis Johansson overtakes him. Dennis Johansson is a man on a mission. He's up 11 positions, and right now he is a solid pick for the Dick Insider hard charger of the race. Here we see him lining up a move into the bus stop. Ooh, the 7 really, giving up nothing, and the 1 loses a bit of traction, allows Nate Franklin to come alongside. Solid piece of driving there by Jay, not to be scared off by a lower numbered car. So now quite the gap here from our lead 2, starting to pull away. Quite a big gap back to Jay. There we see Nate trying to make a move. He's going to get one of them here. Oh, but maybe not as they continue to fight door to door. This is going to push them back to the mid-pack. The mid-pack is going to start to catch up here. Wayne C. Bork, he's also another guy with a place to be, up 11 positions from the start. The 5 car nipping right on Dennis's heels here through No Name and down to Puhan.
Alex, again, I just want to make a comment of how clean everybody has been in this race. This is a very difficult track to not spin in any car, but downforce or not, this is some very impressive driving by everybody.
I think that Dennis and Wayne are starting to close in on Jay here. Nate's not able to quite hang with them, so we have a 3-way battle here for third. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to close it up here to our leaders. I think if they would maybe stay in line here, they could. They're not too far back. Only about, I'd say, 2-second gap there from the front pack to our second group here of third, fourth, and fifth.
Alex, we have an incident
Then we
with
have Nate
Joe
Franklin, and then another couple seconds back, we have another 3-car pack. Oh, and we got a spin and a 3-car wreck up there in La Source. Antoine Cousin was part of that. See some real slicing and dicing here down the Kimmel Straight. Jay Stone, these other 2 guys have lined up on him. Oh, and Dennis gets through. Will Wayne? Yes, but Jay didn't make it easy. Will that allow Nate to close up and get back in this battle? All right, so that little bit of side-by-side running there did cost this group a bit of time over the leaders. As we've seen this season, these are absolute sprint races. Tonight, only 12 laps, and these guys will be looking to let the fizz out of the bottle right from the start. So, Aaron, do you want to run us through the field?
Yeah, Alex, I think it's worth running through the field. We got Guillermo Venezuela in P1, Takeo Goda P2, Dennis Johansson P3, Wayne York P4, Jay Stone P5, Nate Franklin holding strong in P6, Anton
All right,
Cousin.
so we have Guillermo Valenzuela is our leader. He's starting to pull open the gap a little bit more each lap. Before long, he might be able to drop Takeo. It's out to about 8/10 right now. Ooh, as they start to work through lap traffic. Ooh, this guy's going to try to stay out of the way, but okay, very well done. Lets everyone through. All right, so still no mistakes out of our leaders as they come around to complete another lap here on the Spa-Francorchamps circuit here in Belgium. Let's start lap 5. And in third place is Dennis Johansson, up 12 positions, being trailed by Wayne C. Bork, who's also up 12 positions. And here goes Wayne, wasting no time, but just doesn't have the run. That's going to allow Jay to make it 3 wide. Jay's going to go flying up the inside here. And all I think this will accomplish is to allow the leaders to get a little farther away and maybe Nate Franklin to catch up. This is a great battle that we're seeing. I guess if they weren't battling, we'd be complaining they weren't passing each other. So good to see them scrapping it up whenever they can, every corner. So Nate looking on from a couple seconds back. Just not quite able to close that up. Antoine Cousin is a little farther back even than that. Another probably 8 seconds from the spin that they had. Doug Leary, Matthew Gallant, and Martin Mallett are your top 10. But the best race on the track is the one for third position. Currently held by Jay Stone. Closely pursued by Dennis and Wayne. And here we go into the bus stop. Jay covers the inside. No position changes here. I have a feeling that they're going to set him up for after they get to the top of the hill here. I don't think he's going to want to pass him before that. And really, I think they're better off to just stay in line, but what's the excitement in that? Here we go. Will Dennis and Wayne work together? No. They will try to take it 3 wide. And so here we go. 2 wide around the outside. Will Jay back out? I think he's going to have to. Wayne and Dennis continue to scrap. Dennis with a bit of a fender fake there. And that might be enough to push Jay back into the grasp of Nate. As we see a bit of a lock up there by Dennis into the downhill right-hander. I've been impressed with Takio's ability to keep in the draft of Guillermo. Guillermo almost broke away a few times here and got clear by a second or so, but Takio's been able to stay right there in that 1/8 of a second or so, 6 to 8 tenths of a second. And that allows him to make the lap time and stay with the leader, because you never know what can happen. You know, if he were to lose that little bit of draft, it might be enough to let him fall back to this second group. Speaking of the second group, it looks like Wayne Burke is tired of running in the group. He's got around Dennis and Jay. He's making a run for the front. Wayne racing out of the Australia Club. Doing some pretty good laps. Looks like, I think he's been holding a little bit in reserve here. We'll get to see if I'm correct. Dennis Johansson, though, a Scandinavian driver, able to close up the gap there, coming out of the bus stop, having a look towards La Source, thinks better of it, pulls back in the line. Have to believe Dennis is probably going to play nice with Wayne here. If they can drop Jay, that's one less car they need to worry about at the end. Things get a little spicy sometimes when it gets 3 wide. One other car might not be as... Oh, and we see Wayne feeling the pressure. Gets a bit of a wiggle up there at the top of the hill.
Still going, man. Let it go.
Yeah, he comes on the radio. Tell his team he's going to need a new fire suit. That allows Jay Stone to get back into their draft. Now we're past halfway. So folks, the best battle is this battle for third. We'll keep an eye on the lead. All right, I think Wayne Probably going to have a look here in Blanchimont. Why not? Nope. Just has a look. Will he have a go? Coming down to the bus stop. See Jay really sucking up here. Big time with that 2 cars in front punching a huge hole. Ooh, Jay lighting up the rears a bit there on the corner exit out of the bus stop. Wayne having no problem getting the forward drive. It'll close right up on Dennis. Dennis with a bit of a tire smoke in all the source and a bit of a wiggle on the way out. I think Wayne might be smelling blood in the water, but don't forget, just 1 lap ago, right up here, he lost all traction. Big slide. Not the case this time. Continuing to close down on Dennis. I would say he's got to have a look here if he doesn't want Jay to jump them both. But he doesn't. Shows he knows much more about racing the Radical than I, and that's why I'm up here and he's down there. Oh, and up front we've had a change of position. Takeo is now in the front. Guillermo Valenzuela has lost his lead here. Looked like it was just a simple draft pass down the long straightaway. So this time it'll be 4 to go. Maybe they're trying to set it up. I know that sometimes here at Spa, it's where do you want to be on the last lap, and it's not always in the lead. So we see Guillermo chasing Takeo up towards Blanchimont. Will he try to pass him back into the bus stop, or just wait a couple laps and save his tires and pull them off for one final hard charge? It looks like he's just laying back here into the bus stop. They have a comfortable lead over the next group, or about 5 seconds back. Being led by Dennis Johansson. But as I say that, there goes Guillermo having a look around the outside. Don't think he's going to be able to make that work. We won't be able to tell our hard charge of the race until the very end, I'm afraid, because right now we're tied with Dennis and Wayne. So if Wayne can get around Dennis, that's a for sure, I think, winner. He'd be plus 13 to Dennis's plus 11. So here we go. Wayne's having a look while Guillermo's having a look around the outside. Guillermo makes it stick. The second 3 stay in line for another lap. Nate Franklin running very good laps without a drafting partner. Just about a 10th or 2 slower than the pack ahead of him. And I have to believe that's what's costing him right now, because he continues to pull away from the crowd behind, where the gap is thrown out to 23 seconds off the lead. Speaking of the lead, Guillermo is trying to extend it. Just not quite able to break away from Takeo. All right, I'm watching Wayne Burke, though, take chase on the 1 car, Dennis Johansson, as they approach Blanchimont here. Wayne's really closing down the gap. If I had to guess, I think he's timing the draft and how far back he can do the toe to get a slingshot. That time it would have worked. He definitely lifted out there. Oh, and he gets hit because of it. Jay Stone makes contact with Wayne Burke. I have to believe this commentator's going to put that one on the trailing car. I think he got a little caught out there by Wayne braking for Dennis, but, you know, he was just trying not to hit the one car. And the scene courtesy was not extended to him. So now Nate Franklin has a drafting partner. Will these two be able to drag up in the next 3 laps and get in the mix for the last podium spot? It's going to be quite the challenge, but if Dennis and Jay get scrapping, anything's possible as we see the leaders swapping positions again. Trying to figure out who's going to be leading on that last lap. Where do you really want to be? All right, so one more time through the top 10 as they run right now. Takeo Guda, followed by Guillermo Valenzuela. Back in third, Dennis Johansson. Following him is Jay Stone in fourth and Wayne Burke in fifth. Nate Franklin sixth. Antoine Cousin, he's seventh. And chasing him is Paul Nelson, who's being chased by Doug Leary. And rounding out our top 10 is Joe Annunziata. I think I'm going to have my eyes here on these leaders and see what happens here at the end of the long straightaway. I think they'll stay in line from La Source, Del Rouge. But I have to believe that Guillermo's going to have a look by the end of the Kimmel Straight. So let's ride along with Guillermo. Guillermo doesn't make the move. Didn't stay in the draft. And then obviously lifted very early to maintain his position. So he's not ready to make his move here with a lap and a half to go. So we have 3 great battles here for within the top 6. The top 2 in 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th, putting on a great show. But the position that everyone came to claim is the first position, and that's currently filled by Takeo Guda. He races out of the Brazil Club, and he's had a very strong effort tonight against the veteran Guillermo Valenzuela. So here we go into the bus stop. Guillermo's still not ready to move into the lead. So run down to La Source. And then we're going to take our last trip down the long Kimmel Straight and see, will Guillermo make his move on Takeo? Oh, and he spins. Takeo spins. Oh, man, I think he felt the pressure there and just got a little too much curb Oh, the car is destroyed. He's going to have to tow. Dennis Johansson with a big lift to let Jay Stone go by. So Dennis apparently setting up a move here for the back straight. Well, Guillermo is going to have an easy path to victory. He can go ahead and start dialing it back a bit. But who's going to stand on the second step is what is still to be determined, and that's our best race right now, and that's the one car here looking to go around the outside into Puhan. Jay touches the grass on the inside, bits a big wiggle. The one crosses him over. They're still side by side, down into the right-hander under the bridge. Jay Stone showing no weakness there. Got a bit unhinged, but was able to pull it back very quickly. Oh, and here we see the one car pulling up very tight here. I almost wonder if he's too close to get a proper slingshot. All right, he looks like he's going to try to go around the outside of Blanchimont. Jay giving him plenty of room. Very classy move there. Oh, Jay very late on the brakes, smokes him straight through. Dennis, the veteran, able to get the position. But a great race there for our top three as Guillermo Valenzuela comes around across the finish line here and take the win in round 4 of the Hugh Jets Cup. Second place will be Dennis Johansson. And in third, Jay Stone with a great battle. Man, he's got a lot to be proud of. Wincy Burke coming home 4th, Nate Franklin 5th. Wow, that was a great race, Aaron. Do you have any final thoughts?
Alex, I think that was a fantastic race. I think everybody did a great job driving. This is a very difficult
Thank you for being
track.
so helpful tonight, and I hope that everyone enjoyed the broadcast and can join us next week for round 5 from Silverstone. So again, I'm Alex Albert. He's Aaron Thacker. Thanks for joining us. Good night and mahalo.